Yo, what up? Oops. Wrong thing. Just sending something out to my Discord people. There we go. All right. Do you remember that dude? Yeah, I remember Sat. Is here for a little bit. Is that you? You changed your name up? I got my haircut and everything. Got everything all changed up. Except for the room. Let's see if we can get a nice little guitar tone here. Sat, what's up? Wait. You're the one that got the look good, my man. Thank you. I can't see you, but I'm sure you're beautiful. Aren't you the one that got the Tom DeLonge guitar? It was the Blink-182 guitar, the blue one, right? Unless I'm thinking of somebody else. Not you. I'm trying to. I do remember you. I just can't remember. There was somebody else around the time. They were younger though. I think they were like 16 at the time. So by now they're probably like 17 or 18. But they were talking about getting that blue guitar. It was around the time that you stopped coming by the channel. You know, no hate, no hate. Yo, we got some bangers that we've been writing though. Oh my god. So let's go ahead and just run through this. I feel like screw the introduction, screw everything. Let's just run through the song. So this is a long song. I have not played it yet today. I might mess up. So I have guitars recorded already, okay? There's already guitars recorded, so I don't want to hear none of that. You're faking it. You're faking it. Look. The guitar's there. It's just turned down. So there will technically be 4 guitars. You know, left, right, okay? So let's go ahead and play. But yeah, if you had just joined in, hit that subscribe button. We're doing a pedal giveaway, okay? We're doing a pedal giveaway, strings, all that good stuff. And, yeah. Yo, Dan Shack. Woo, the arm. Yo, my arm is killing me. I'm gonna guitar solo a little bit here. I'm gonna switch it back to rhythm. Oh, I think we did some clean guitar here too. It's real light. And then here's a new song. So it's all just slipping into another song. We're making a 4-song EP. This shit needs a guitar solo over it. I don't know, something, whatever, just some bullshit. But how's everybody doing, man? Memorial Day, remember those that have fallen, whether or not they fought for good or bad. You know, those are our people, those are American people. So I'm gonna open up a Pepsi to that. Oh, that was a good one. I don't usually drink soda, so that's why I'm making a big deal of it. Dude, imagine Pepsi saw this. They're like, dude, you're ripping that guitar, dude. Like, you should shred for us. I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go. I'd make a song for Pepsi any day. Even though I don't really, like, you know, drink much soda. I would. You get me a sponsor. Yo, Sylvia. About time you made it. Okay, so everybody, at least on the YouTube side, Sylvia here has been commenting on my videos and is like, hey, when are you going live? And I'm like, well, if you're in the Discord, I message every time that I'm going live. And then also, if your notifications are on, you should see it. But yeah, fuck yeah. AC's here. Saturo's here. Dan's here, which I can't believe. 35 degrees Celsius. I don't speak Canadian, sir. I don't know what the hell that means. What is 35 Celsius to Fahrenheit? Hey, Siri. What is 35 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius? Or, sorry, Celsius to Fahrenheit. Fuck. I don't know. That's like, it was probably like 80 something. So yeah, anyways, as you guys heard, we got some really cool stuff. We got the intro part. Slips into the next part. That's the whole song. So we have an intro, which is almost like a song on its own. Then we have a full banger, and then we're slipping right on into an intro to another song. But this will be like an actual intro to the song. And then we'll do one more song. This will be like a 4-song EP. I'm thinking about for each song getting different either content creators or people that I know to do a different portion of it and just like post it as like, I don't know, something generic, the Metal Project, whatever, you know, something like that, and just posting it on YouTube, having the songs on Spotify. And then every time I make a song, I had this idea before when I made a Lamb of God style song, and I found this one streamer who does really good Lamb of God style vocals. I was like, dude, I made the song, you got to do it. Forgot to send it to him because I didn't see that he messaged me back. And then I was like, fuck. And then I messaged him back, and then he never got back to me. He's too big now. Like before he had like 5,000 subscribers. Now he's at like, I think like 40K subscribers. So he's too big. He's too big time for me now. It was a good chance. I should have saw his message. It was my fault. Whatever. Anyways, enough yapping. So as you guys heard that last part here, man, it's so sick. So we're going to be coming off of this part. That's what she said right here. It's so good. I also want to get someone else to shred over this because it's just so good. It's like that harmonic minor. You know what I'm saying? You could go on forever for that. Like, come on, dude. It's like got that neoclassical feel to it, but also like power metal, but also has like the speed metal vibe from like 80s speed metal. It's just awesome. It's so cool. I'm glad we came up with that on the stream because I almost got off of here and didn't do it. With that said, let's go ahead and make this short and simple for this part so we can move on, just do more guitar playing, riff writing. 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Damn, dude, it's just been raining where I'm at, man. It's just nothing but rain. I saw Savannah some while ago. Yeah, no, she came in the chat. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sat is out. You better be back. Finally got a new guitar. What'd you get? Dude, I got myself a 7-string. Oh, dude, you got a 7-string? I just saw it. I just saw your message. Sorry, I was trying to read them, but I'm also like trying to play. Dude, that's sick, man. You know what feature they need to add? They need to add moderators in case I miss something. They can like pin a message for me to see, and then I can take it off once it's gone. That would be sick. That would be dope. New idea. Anyways, got hair in my mouth. What? Whose hair is this? Bean. I bet you guys didn't even see Bean laying here. He's right here. He blends in with the couch, I'm telling you. He's a son of a bitch. He's laying on top of the laptop, a beanie, a hat, a screwdriver kit, and my hoodie. I can't wait to have to clean all that off. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this part to double. We're going to double it, obviously. I'll do the drums later. For now, I just want to get this copied over so we can continue to do more of the creative portion of it. Yeah, I went over to my buddy's house yesterday. I haven't like got to hang out with him. I've only hung out with him one time since he got married, like last year, and it's just been busy for everybody. But man, I got to hang out with him. Super cool. Had no idea this man had 2 absolutely ginormous fucking German Shepherds. Like, oh my God. You know how sometimes you see videos of dogs and you're like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you see some, like a dog attacking someone and you're like, man, if I was there, I would have killed that dog for that person. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, especially like two big ass German Shepherds. No, you're not. No, you're not. You probably not. No, you're not. Like, dude, these dogs are fucking huge. Like, we're talking massive. Now, obviously, they do have a lot of fur, but goddamn, he found the one in the woods, and then he got the other one from a homeless guy, of all things, and they look like their brother and sister. But I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, no one's breaking into this fucking house. I'm gonna tell you that right fucking now. All right, so we doubled it. We need a way out now. How long should the solo be? I feel like it should kick right into solo. So let's try something real quick. Before we get too zealous, start writing other guitar riffs, let's try this guitar solo with what we have on it, no looping, and see it. I think that's good. I think that should be long enough for the first part. I feel like we should also go back into it. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because this part's a little bit different. You don't get the vibe of like the power metal or this or that. Like, you get a little bit of a different vibe. Also, can we just talk about how dope that riff is? It's simple, but it's so melodic. I mean, come on. It's obviously just the... But it's done beautifully. I mean, come on. It's sick. Pin comments and other stuff. I know. It's like, it really would. You need to have one of us be a manager. There is no, like, I swear to God, there's only the options that I've given you guys, especially you, Pam. I've already given the highest, like, priority that they have. I think that they, especially with Twitch, I believe that they have, like, higher priority mods and stuff that have access to certain things. Make it a 12 beat. Make it 12 beats. Well, I think I have... Well, do you mean 12 bars? Because it's already 32 beats, technically, because this is 16 beats. So it's 16 1, 2, 3, 4s, I believe. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So no, it's already 16. It's 16 between that. So I feel like maybe once that we figure the guitar solo stuff out, we'll just like stretch it a little bit longer. Bars, yeah. Well, I don't know how I'd make it 12 bars though, because it's already like I'd have to like cut it. So you mean I think I know what you're trying to say. I think I know what you're trying to say. I think I see how you're reading it. You're reading it. No, actually, I don't see how you're reading it, because it couldn't be 12 unless we were playing in 3. If we were playing in 3 or 6, then it could be 12 bars. Because it'd be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we, so forth to 12. But yeah. Anyway, so I think we should go back into this riff here. Just the beginning one. What a dope switch up. Dude, sometimes you're just proud of yourself for coming up with shit, and that's one of them. I love that. That's so cool. Like, it genuinely, that made me want to play the guitar yesterday. Oh, gotta turn around for... And yes, I'm streaming on TikTok, so... That'd be a good way to go back in. What are you talking about? Yo, Guitar 271 is a chud. Everybody call Guitar 271 a chud. He's chud maxing. That's a good way to come out of it, though. All right, check this out. See, this is why, and just in case, I know most of the regulars hear me say it all the time. It's probably annoying at this point. Somebody will be able to tell me, what is the most important part of the song? Now, obviously, there's aspects, but when song writing, what's the most important aspect? Not, you know, aside from music theory, this and that, what's the most important thing? Yep, that's right. It is transitions. So going into these riffs, those transitions are important. Coming out of this riff, going into that one, going into the other one, what did I do? I did a drum fill for that one. Now listen. It changes the whole vibe. It gives your brain time to process what the fuck is going on. So what I want to do for this one, because now we're going to go back into our verse riff, which is essentially kind of a different vibe, honestly. That's sort of like two different types of metal going on. So what I want to do is I want to let it ring out. Let it ring out. Have our hit there. So what we're going to do is... and let it stay. You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal there. That's what we're going to do. So I'm actually going to start my point right here. Ooh, that's weird. It's going to start on the 3 at the end, so it won't start on the 1. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work like that. Here, let's record it and see if this works. Now, like I said, we're giving ourselves time to breathe. We're giving ourselves time to think. That's why we're doing that. Let's throw this up here. Let's record another one. I guess let's delete that. Let's record that again. All right. Throw this up. The weird part is that it's ending on that 3, so I almost feel like we can get rid of that. Or we can make it simpler just by going. I think that's what we should do. But it might be cooler to... let's try it this way. Let's try it this way. Let's try it this way. I think it's cooler this way. Nope. We're doing it the other way. Yeah. We're doing it the other way. What do you use? What do you mean? That's Reaper, I think. Yeah. So hi, John Pork. John, what's up, man? I'm using Reaper. Guitars, I believe they're just EQ'd through the Gojira plugin. Bass is the Parallax by Neural DSP, and then I'm using Easy Drummer 3 with Big Room from Metal Mania. That's literally the whole thing. Okay, now we'll redo the bass there too. So it's gonna be dan 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 dan. Speakers mic'd. So I'm actually at my home. In the future, I want to do this for a long time, okay? I love songwriting. I love talking to people. I love yapping, especially when it comes to music or really anything that I can help people with that I know a lot of stuff about, which I know a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff, but, you know, not everybody needs to know a lot of stuff at all times. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm not using a cab. I'm actually using a plugin. Very convincing, right? That's because the stuff's gotten really good. I have all my stuff behind me, most of my stuff behind me. But when I hit the 5,000 subscriber mark, I will then be able to go and talk with Sweetwater again, become an affiliate, and after I become an affiliate with Sweetwater, I'll be able to have more stuff on the channel for more content, which then I may actually be able to move to a studio. So when the studio time comes, best believe I'll be flipping tube amps on. It'll be in a separate room. I'll be recording live guitar for you guys, and obviously drums as well. There will probably be streams where I'm doing it with a real kit, at the very least an E-kit. Because I think that would be the coolest thing. One-man band, live streaming it, making metal songs, punk songs. It would just be awesome. So that's the ultimate goal. But until I get that 5,000 subscriber mark, get the Sweetwater deal, and then continue to grow for a little bit and move to a different studio, because shit's too expensive to just try and take a risk. I got to keep my job. I got a kid, a house. I got too much shit to go for. My opinion, yes, this is the home studio. It's the home studio. The only reason I consider it more of just a home studio is because a real studio is a place where you can record all instruments. Obviously, I have 100-foot cables that can go from the second story of my house, where I'm at now, all the way to my basement. I could have drums set up. I could bother the wife, the kid, and play drums, put another camera down there, you know, double cam. I could like go all in here at the house, but it's just too much for not enough return. Like, what do we have between all three platforms? We got 10 people watching. So once the channel grows and this thing catches on, I think that everyone's getting stuff too quickly nowadays. People are going to get burned out on short form content, and they're going to want, especially musicians, are going to want to see something where somebody's showing them how to use a program, how to mic up the cab, how to do all this stuff live, and they can ask questions. So that's, like I said, that's the ultimate goal. And when I do mic it up, I will eventually, I'll probably either be using 2 SM57s to mic it up, just in case you're curious, or SM57 with the AKG, this mic, which is an AKG 414 large diaphragm condenser. It's an absolutely amazing microphone. I love this microphone, but it has a darker tone to it. Like it has this, it's nice and crisp, but when super loud volumes just sort of like impale into it, it can get a little weird. But I will say certain musics, there's so much stuff, especially boosting an amp. You don't really have to have your amp hella loud like Eddie Van Halen did when he was blasting the Marshalls and the microphones were 2 feet away recording. So, anyways, but that, it's the ultimate goal. Favorite amp. My favorite amp is going to be the first amp I ever bought, knowing nothing about tube amps. First tube amp, by the way, which would be the Mesa Triple Rec. That one right there. There's a lot of thrash metal guys that love it, and there's a lot of thrash metal guys that absolutely hate it. My opinion is you can can literally use a Mesa Triple Rec because there are so many settings on it and so much different just shit you can do with that amp, whether it's the modern, the vintage, the raw modes. There's 3 channels. The gain stages are all really, really good. The clean's really, really good. I would literally say that, especially bands in the 90s, grunge bands were using that for like barely any gain at all. I mean, I think Red Hot Chili Peppers at one point, the guitarist was using a triple rec or a dual rec, the clean channel, and then boosting it. So, I mean, there's so much you can do with it. I absolutely love that amp. I would say more modern amp that I love would probably be the 5150 Stealth. You plug into that thing in the right with some hot pickups, and you're just jamming. You can literally go amp, noise gate, guitar, and jam all day long on that thing. But you're gonna want a noise gate for as much gain as you're gonna be pushing. Great, it's freaking great though. Use your IRL rig when you're jamming off stream. Yeah, of course. I don't use it as often because something to consider is because I make a lot of content, with this camera, with that camera, I tend to really be lazy. I guess that's lazy. It's just a lot easier to film stuff. Boot the computer on, I got the guitar tone I love, come up with a riff, turn the camera on, get a good angle, record it, play it, edit it, download that, throw it in the thing, line them up, chip it, add some text, and send it off. I just think that that's a lot easier than miking up a whole cab, it being loud. It's sort of a pain in the ass. But if I'm just jamming, I get so much more inspiration when it comes to just jamming off of an amp than I do with this. There's so much more that goes into this, so much more you can do with that. You have an amp, all you can do is play. There's no drums, there's no bass you're adding, there's no this or that. You're just fucking jamming, hitting a pedal, and I think that really helps out a lot, honestly, with creativity. Being limited and hungry for a riff. So yeah. Anyways, so what we're doing right now, you guys, is we're getting the transition. So this conversation was sort of let off a little bit. But basically what we're doing, and thank you guys for the questions. I love questions, especially about the gear and whatnot. So we're doing this final riff. We're transitioning out and going into our verse. So we're going from verse, chorus, back to verse. I don't even know if that part will really be chorus, but it might be a little longer than this for the solo. But anyways, let's go ahead and record this. That's it. That's it. Ooh, yeah, we're coming in a little late there. What I'm doing here is I'm going to stretch this out to get rid of that little hiccup, like that. Basically stretches our riff a little bit, but because it's a note that just stays on, now we can just record. I don't think it's long enough. Ah, that's why. There we go. I'm a little late. I could fix it right there, but I'm just going to do it right here. Perfect. Okay. Now, we can literally just go into the next section. Oh, no, it got rid of my stuff. That's fine. Here's what I want to do anyways. We're going to take these to the toms. There we go. Alright, sorry, that was a bit confusing even for me. And then we'll do our cymbal hit. Bam, bam. That'll be good enough for now. I guess one thing we can do that I like to do occasionally is add that foot. Just sort of lets people know something's coming. Now listen. And we can literally go into our riff now. Sorry, this riff. right, I'm back. You could use the free MT Power Drum Kit or whatever it's called that comes pre-programmed. Do you have to program the drums? So, no, but you can. So the best thing that you can do, bro, is invest your money into Easy Drummer. And especially in November is they call it the metal month. So all of their stuff goes on sale, and you want to buy groove packs, and you want to buy the drum packs, which actually come with the drums like this. Now, depending on what you're playing, you you know, might want something else, but they have like any type of drums that you could want. The big thing, and it comes with its own Easy Drummer 3 drum kits, and they're pretty good. Like I said, the big thing is getting those grooves, because having to pencil in is it's annoying as crap. So bro, I'm congested. So investing in the grooves is the best thing you can do, because you know, and the more you buy, the more fills you'll have, everything like that. There is a company called, what the, it's not my Loudstack Metal MIDI grooves. Where are you? Oh, I'll tell you why. There we go. So Loudstack is the same guy who did Ugertone, but he ventured off and did another company with another person, and it's called Loudstack. They have all types of metal MIDI stuff, and they also have a like guitar hub type thing. This whole pack right here, fast fills, fast grooves, fast intros. And within each one you have black metal, deathcore, folk metal, grindcore, groove metal, hardcore, metalcore, new wave of British heavy metal, thrash metal. For the slow stuff, you got the gent doom, Latin infused. There's all types of different stuff in here. This pack is only, and there's I think over like 1,500 individual ones. It's like 1,000 or 1,500 or something. It's only $40. So if you have Reaper, you can just watch the video or actually message the guy. All you have to do is link the folder. It's very, very easy. I think you literally do it within here. Like I forget how I did it, but you literally just import it, and it works with your Easy Drummer stuff, and it works with whatever you want to use. It's $40 freaking dollars, dude, and you're getting so much stuff. So I would recommend that being your first purchase. Honestly, make that be the first thing you do after you buy this. Yeah. In my opinion, dude, nowadays, if you don't have your own little side project thing you're doing, if you want to be a musician, you need to be basically stretching every single bit of, like, not creativity, but every single, like, music muscle you have. If you're in a strictly death metal band, but, you know, you also play thrash, go home, write for your band. But if you guys have a good time and you know you're ready to work on something else, start working on your own thrash stuff. Then find someone to do stuff with. Make it worth your time as well. Because if there's one thing I've learned, I wasted, it was from, I want to say about 5 or 6 years, maybe longer, and I almost have nothing to show for it. Every band that I've been in, which is 6 bands, I only have 2 of them. 2 of them, I have something to show for it. And even then, all the stuff, is either missing because the studio guy said that the stuff was off his computer. Then the guy who took over the music studio got rid of our stuff off Spotify, deleted it. So there's like almost no proof of it. And my band Narc, I recorded all that stuff for us, put all the money in, everything, and still couldn't, and supplied a practice spot with a drum kit, amps, everything, and still couldn't get people to show up. So what I'm saying is yeah, dude, if you're going to like have a second band or an idea, do it. Fuck your bandmates' feelings. Fuck what they say. If you have the time and the energy outside of what your band does, do it. Because I'm going to tell you what it does. I'm going to tell you exactly what it does. When you say, hey guys, I'm thinking about joining this other project. It won't interfere with us. I've already managed it out. We've already all worked it out. I just wanted to tell you guys I'm going to go do this. And if you tell your bandmates that, even if they're completely fine with it, it's still gonna tweak something in their brain that makes them go, well, I haven't even heard the new band he wants to start yet, but guess what? I'm gonna make this band the best fucking band I can. It almost like kicks their asses into gear. It makes them go, I'm gonna make sure that he knows this is the best project. I'm gonna put on my best performance. I'm gonna do everything I can. You'll get people that like want to do that just because you're joining another band. So I would definitely highly recommend it. Like, if you're not in a band that's touring or doing anything, have a second band and a side project for yourself. 100%. If you got the time, do it. Anyway, so I thought of a bass guitar because now the fretboard is so long. Forza? No, I haven't. I haven't played any of those car games since I was young, dude. I used to play on the PS1 all the time, Need for Speed and stuff. I used to love that. Do you have any suggestions for a Gojira style band? I still need to think of a name. I'm not sure. I'd have to think about it. Band names never just come to me. I always gotta think about them. Where did the tax come from, though? Yeah. Where does our taxes really go? I think he's just making up a goofy name, bro. I would hate to lose this file, dude. Oh my god. There's so much stuff in here. Okay. Okay. So we need to. Dude, I just saw this other guy, FTG Respawn. If you're still here, I'll answer your question. Oh, shoot. Let's make sure we're getting ready to record the new part. Let's make sure we're tuned up. Okay, we're good. I think we should do a How about that? Could do something like that. Okay, we can get a little crazy with it. Let's actually come up with something for that. Let's let these drums run through a little bit. Behind, hold on. Damn. Rudy, I think I'm the only one in here. Yeah, you know, I was gonna stream earlier because it's Memorial Day, but I figured lots of people were gonna have a lot of stuff going on. Especially a lot of people, they have the day off, so they want to go frickin' drink and stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. Figuring out exactly where I want to go with that. I'll tell you what we should do. Let's play through let's play through the intro, the song, and then what we have so far of our song here, and see if anything sort of comes up. Let me turn this down. But yeah, is that not a great like combination? Like, see how they all slip into each other really well? That was the plan. So it's gonna be 4 songs. Right now we're working on the third one. So if we got anybody watching that's interested in songwriting, tube amps, pedals, guitars, tone, all that good stuff, then hit that subscribe button. What is it, like over there or something? I don't know, like way down there. Hit that subscribe button, man. Don't be scared. We're actually doing a pedal giveaway, as it says right down there in the pink lettering. So there will be a pedal giveaway. There will be some strings to give away. There will be some good stuff to give away, and we're doing that at 5,000 subscribers. Could you find something that's kind of like Gojira, but not as similar, so I don't get copyrighted? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like a name that's sort of Gojira? You know, honestly, I mean, if you're trying to do like, my thing is like the best bands take inspiration from their favorite bands, but when you try too hard to make it like the other band, it ends up being a band that isn't something that works out. The best thing you can do is make riffs off the inspired songs that you're listening to at that point in your life, and that sound will be in there already. Don't try to do what the other band is doing, or you will have like, you know, you're gonna have that. You know, people, Gojira already exists. People, when they want to hear Gojira, they want to hear Gojira. You know, and when people have listened to the Gojira album and they're like, all right, cool, but I'm still in the mood for some Gojira style stuff. They don't want to hear a band that sounds just like them. They want to hear a band that might have some Gojira flair to it. So even with name and the sound of it, I would say steer clear of trying to do anything, you know, like close to the name or super close to the music. Just draw your inspiration. That's all I got to say. That's from my experience being in bands. Because here's also the thing. Let's say your band finds a name close to Gojira. Let's say you guys go to the same record producer. You guys sound production wise just like them. People are gonna go, man, y'all just want to sound like Gojira. You know what I mean? You want to draw the inspiration from your favorite band, but if you're looking to basically be your favorite band, then you might as well just play covers at that point. You know, just, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like, we have enough copycat stuff. Not even saying that's your goal, but just ultimately, like, you know what I mean. Like, it's not to be rude. It's just literally coming from like a place of, I've been there. I've been in pop punk bands, and you know, the vocalist wanted to do way too much stereotypical pop punk stuff. I've been in all types of bands, but sadly I don't have much to show for it, because every time we go to record or play more than 10 shows, the band ends for some fucking reason. I don't know. But on that final note, the best thing you can do is, especially with guitars and vocals, is figure out, as long as the vocalist knows what they want to do and you agree with that, start writing your riffs based around what works good with the vocalist too. You guys got to start feeding each other instead of like, man, I wish you could do this better. You know, like, feed into what he does do good. You know, if you want the band to work out, then you need to do what's best for the band. Don't be greedy, you know? You know, I was at a point where I was so sick and tired of looking for bandmates and stuff. I was just like, you know, I was very... We got to the point where it was like... we were finding people that played guitar, but they didn't really play guitar like that. They could maybe learn the song, but it was sloppy. It was like, you know, it's very frustrating. So when you find good bandmates, man, try and keep them. Just play what comes out. Yeah. Screaming band. Dude, that would be sick, man. I wish I could, like, I used to be decent at playing guitar and singing, but I've gotten so much worse as I've gotten older. It's weird. What's the band? Trivium? I think it's Trivium. That dude does some pretty impressive stuff while he's singing. I mean, like, on a real note, it's honestly pretty impressive that he does the stuff that he does. Bravo, what's up? All right. Ah, shit, it did the loop. That's so annoying. Maybe we'll do something different at the end there, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out something where the riff like ends a little bit different there. Yeah, I've seen his lives. And his videos that he does. That's what I need to do. Just need to start fucking screaming. We'll figure out something for that ending. He already has his Fishman's out, bro. Yeah, he already... Okay, so you've been gone for a while, so I actually... Andrew! Yo, Ben, what's up? It's been a minute. What up, Ben? I know, dude. It's been forever. So, since you haven't been to the channel in a while, I didn't get Matt's signature. That's actually what I was going to get. So I put out a video saying that I don't like EMG pickups. I don't think they're good, and the brand manager of EMG or Fishman hit me up, which just so happens to also be the guitarist in All That Remains, and what's the other band he's in? He's in All That Remains and August Burns Red, I believe. And he is the brand manager for Fishman Fluence Pickups. And he's like, dude, I love the video. I thought it was hilarious, blah, blah, blah. We talked, and he's like, you know, I want to send you something. So we had a phone call. I called him, and then I picked out what I wanted. I wanted the Matt Heffy ones, but I ended up going with the Will Adler ones and Unearthed, yeah. But I got the Will Adler ones, and I'm going to install these soon. I looked, and the thing with these pickups, there's so much that can go wrong, and if I had the money, I would love to support a buddy that works at one of the guitar shops that I like. He actually installed one of the ones that I was having a problem with. I was like, this guitar is cursed, my White Jackson, if you guys might remember. And he said, I'll take care of it for you. I think it was like $50, $60. He installed it in there, cleaned it all up, all that good stuff, which, you know, for me is like, it is a little expensive, but installing these pickups can take a while if you're going from one pickup brand to another, because there's a lot to do. So I'm probably going to have him install these, but I'm still figuring out exactly where I want to, or what guitar I want to put them in. So I'm kind of on the edge. Like, do I sell the guitar with the EMGs, use the money to buy a guitar with active pickups already in it, and just change those pickups out to these ones. Because either way, he gave these to me. I have to do something with them. I have to use them in a video. Well, the weird thing is, bro, is with Fishman stuff, just active pickups in general, it's mainly just based around, you know, having hotter pickups, but that's what's cool about Fishman. Fishman really challenges the idea of like having them have their own kind of feel and sound to them. And as much as I'm like you know, pickups aren't the tone, especially not even close to half of your tone. I would say pickups are maybe like 20% of your tone. And the reason I say that is because let's say this guitar sounds the way it sounds on here, right? And then I go and I manage the input levels. Let's say I get them perfect. One of them might just be a little like have like a fuzziness to it. One might be a little thinner. One might have like a little bit of this and that to it, which if you have an EQ pedal, you can just add or subtract really what you want from it if you're, you know, careful, and you can fix that big time. Which you could say about just about anything, but you know, with pickups, it's one of those things. If you're spending $300 on pickups, you know, you should consider saving up another 300 and just buying a whole guitar, a decent $600 guitar. They're definite. You know what's messed up though? They're definitely higher quality pickups, but they are the only pickups ever that I've had something bad happen to. So with the Jackson, as you remember, the white Jackson, they had the Fishman Fluence Moderns in them, and the bridge pickup, or sorry, yes, the bridge pickup went out in it. It just stopped working. Like literally, it stopped working. Um, don't know why. So I literally had to buy a whole nother pickup, put it in there, and you know, it was very annoying, honestly. Invaders. That's what also what's his name? Isn't that the ones that what's his name from Avenged Sevenfold uses? Remember my gravity pick broke? Those of you guys that weren't here, I bought a new one for my bass. Yeah. Right, that's what I'm saying, but like you know, people will base a guitar in the tone. I mean, especially with clean guitar tones, I can understand when you have a clean signal and you're playing through a clean amp. I can definitely see how the shape having more wood sustain, less wood, less sustain, heavier wood, lighter wood. I could see the pickups playing a part, but also, you know, it's once you start like overdriving the crap out of your amp and you have all that gain and it going through the speakers and it's super loud. One of the hardest, especially with extreme volumes, hearing the difference with pickups is like next to nothing. Like you can't really tell them apart unless it's like single coil to humbucker. It's really easy, but you know, I dare to say that the two biggest things factoring in the tone are you know, obviously the speakers and your amp, but also your amp is basically just an EQ with some gain. And some tubes. Tubes holding the tone is the one where I draw the line. I'm like, listen up, buddy. Tubes ain't giving you the tone you're looking for. You're out of your mind. Right, that's what I'm saying. Why? What happened, Dan? When you're in high gain, like metal, your EQ is more important. Exactly. Because everything is getting compressed anyways. Exactly. And it gets that fuzzy sound. It gets that, like when you really crank a speaker up, like you're really cranking the speaker, it's like really important. It gets to a point where your speakers start to get that fizzle to them. And it's not even necessarily the amp. It's your environment mixed with the speakers and the cabinet are just, they have so much volume and vibration just and noise coming out of them that you can't really control it at that point. So it's one of those things. It's like if you really want to play loud, like loud enough for like a smaller venue and two guitarists, 2 4x12s are perfect, not mic'd up, because you can get that, you can get really loud without it affecting your tone very much. And the two 4x12s are also obviously can go louder, but it's not affecting the way that it sounds, because the more volume you push into that cabinet, the more fizzy and just crazy it's gonna sound. The less control you have is what I should say. You're not gonna have any control. All right, you guys. Let's go through. Andrew, you just joined. You haven't even got to hear our we're making a 4-song EP. Those of you that just joined, by the way, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell. We're doing a pedal giveaway. We got strings, picks, blah, blah, blah. All the good stuff. At 5,000, we're doing a giveaway. It is legit. It came out of my own damn pocket. I paid for everything myself. We're doing the giveaway. Let's get to 5,000. So tap that bell down below or wherever you're watching from. Just follow. With that said, let's go through this song. So basically, there is the intro. Slips into a nice crossover thrashy song. Now we're working on the 3rd song, and then we're going to do one more after that. And they all will kind of slide into each other. You know what I mean? So it's going to be sweet. Let's do it. I never ever do my homework, and I just got 6K points. Oh my God. It's weird how everything in school is like on a computer now. All right, let's go. Let me turn this down. I'll catch you later, Sil. Sorry, I'm reading all the comments while I'm playing. But yeah, so you can get the point. That's where we're ending at now. They slip and slide sort of right into each other, and I think that would be awesome. Because you can start them, exactly, AC. You can start them off as their own song, or if there's somebody out there that wants to listen to it as, one full thing, they can just put on the whole EP and bing bong boom. I really want to get vocals done to this one. I think I might get my buddy in Narc to do them. I'll catch you later, Dan Shack. I'm getting ready to hop off here myself. I'm going to go spend some time with my boy downstairs. $600 in a week is crazy. Did 200K points. They're going to know you're cheating, bro. But I'll catch you, Sylv. Nice. It's got a Testament kind of feel. Thanks, Juggy. Juggy, my boy. Is this a new guitar? Nah, man. This is my Fender Ultralux. Corona, California, man. Corona, California. It's the most expensive guitar I have, I'll tell you that. It's an awesome guitar. The only thing that has ever that I've noticed with this guitar that I think wasn't a mess up is on the frets, I guess where they sprayed the stuff onto the wood here. They sprayed it onto the frets. So if you look at the frets, you can see that they're yellow. And then I can literally just sit there and peel it off like I just did. I haven't peeled it all off yet because I almost want to make a video about it. But yeah, other than that, I love a good thrash song. Right? That's what I'm saying. And I feel like you're getting all types of different types of thrash and metal within these songs here. I feel like you're getting a lot of stuff, especially with this last part here. You almost want to hit that like E harmonic minor type of thing with the guitar solo. Matter of fact. You know? Bro, I get the same shit on my Telecaster. Right, that's what I'm saying. When you're paying almost $3,000 for a guitar, why is this stupid, thing happening with my guitar? Why are you spraying with the frets on? Somebody was lazy and didn't cover it. Because most likely, because it's a clear coat, they would think, oh, no one will see it. But the thing is, because any type of adhesive, I deal with adhesives, so I know. The reason it's yellow is not because they obviously sprayed yellow. It's because it went onto something that is not supposed to be, like metal. It's also the reason that it's chipping off. It's supposed to be for wood or something that has a porous, something that it can soak into, like the wood. So that's the reason that it yellowed, is because it's not even supposed to be on there. Headbanging activated. Get to the chopper. Or no, that's RoboCop. RoboCop does the he's got the fucking, what's something RoboCop says? Hey Siri, what famous lines do RoboCop have? Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Oh. Ooh, my ear hole almost fell out. Yeah. Well, I can't. It doesn't. Yeah, from X-Men, he's got the red little thing there. Or fucking Power Ranger. At that point. What time is it? Is it 8 o'clock yet? 7:41. Alright. I mean, we did a decent bit. We recorded and built this whole section here. We got the transition. Simple transition, we'll work on it. Then we're going back into that verse. I gotta figure out that little last part there of the verse, but Sum 41. What about Sum 41? I like Sum 41, but I don't know what you're talking about. Bro, why Fender? Wait a minute. What? I love Fender. Honestly, if there was any company, not, you know, obviously I'm a metal guy, but I would want to take this guitar and make it even more stealthy and make it, you know, thrash machine. I said Sum 41. What are you talking about? I didn't say Sum 41, did I? Unless it just sounded like I said Sum 41 or something. But, oh, no. I said it's 7:41. I said it's 7:41 because I was going to get off. You had me tripping for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Did I say that? I'm saying it was 7:41, and I'm getting off in a couple minutes. Actually, I do want to do one little quick jam before I get off. I did it the other night. Tio was in here, and he said something. He told me to look up a band and listen to a song. I did, and they were playing in drop A, so I was like, all right, I'm going to transpose this down and jam in A, and it was fun, so kind of want to play with that. It's all good, bro. I'll probably get once I get off. What do y'all got planned tonight? Anybody got anything planned tonight? I know drop A is bonkers. That's what I'm saying. I don't get these people that genuinely love to play in these tunings, like, because what I like to do is challenge it. Wait, so if I'm in D, we got to go down 5, right? Hold on. To go to A, because it skips it at B, so it'd be 5, not 6. Let's see. C sharp, C, why am I, oh, the B, A sharp, A. Trying to remember what I was playing. I know that the drums are probably still down here though. This is the slow part, if I'm correct. Let's just bring it to 200 BPM. I can't remember what I was playing, but it was cool and I wanted to play in this tuning again. We could, dude, if we go any lower, we'll be playing Sanguisugabog. So we're in A, so we go down to G sharp like this. E, Jesus Christ. Technically, going down to like the E, I'd have to be in 11. Yeah, I don't know how you have fun with that. I mean, obviously, like, you play it in a different tuning or a different guitar, and it doesn't sound as shitty, but it's still, like, where's the fun? Like, where's the real fun in that? Dude, drop C has to be, like, up there at least, like, top 3 tunings of all time. Top 3, top 4. I don't know. Drop C sharp is great, but drop C sharp is what my old band actually used to play in when we were doing the pop punk stuff. I love drop C sharp. It's great. But something about C, man, it's just like it fucking hits. C sharp's great too. That's pretty much the only tunings that they ever play in is drop D and drop C sharp. I absolutely I love Lamb of God's guitar playing because it just feels so natural to me, and I don't know if it's because I've just listened to Lamb of God for so long, but I love playing the drop D stuff for Lamb of God. All right, you guys. It hit 2 hours, so I am heading out of here. Let's make sure we save this song, man. If we got any noob tubes in here, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell. All right, Andrew, I'll catch you, my brother. Everyone's here on the live. Here's a sick riff, but everyone at home with Cody only hears Puck. Yep, exactly. They literally hear this. Yeah, they don't hear nothing. Hockey time. Hey, man, I'm not a sports guy, but you enjoy your sports stuff. Hockey's cool. I mean, but I still don't watch sports, you know. Go sports ball. All right, I'm heading out of here, you guys. Stay metal. Hit the subscribe button, you guys. I'm doing the giveaway at 5,000. I got the pedal. I got everything that we're doing the giveaway with, so I can't wait to be able to, you know, freaking finally do that. And the whole reason it's 5,000 subscribers is because that is when I will be able to apply for the Sweetwater affiliate link, which is a big deal because that means more stuff for the channel, content wise, and then more stuff for you guys as well, because a lot of that stuff will be able to be given away. So yeah, man, with that said, stay metal. Love you guys. Check you later.